So this much program we have done: reverse string, check palindrome, count vowels, count words in sentence, remove space and the length without length. So every time we have to use the for loop, some if else condition, in not in, and the print statement. These are the only thing that we need to do. Okay. Now we'll go for some intermediate level programs, and I will check that how you apply the logics. That's more important for me. Okay. Now we'll solve the program today. The number 7 or something. Let's check. We'll start with the simple step by steps. Okay. And then we'll go for some harder level. Now, what I want, see the programs. Huh? First, try to understand the programs. What program I want? The number 7. I want count each character. Count EACH each characters. How you can find the count each characters? Means what? Let's say that I have a string like this: AA, BB, CC, DDD. So I want to count each characters. How should I count? How we can count the characters?
The
That's one of the programs. Yes, though take a one program, one lecture, no worries, but we must apply the logics. And it may be a wrong, doesn't matter, but we must practice that. How should we do these programs and all that things.
we can use character count.
Yeah, that, but not ready function in Python. Na? How should count? Count is a function that we can use. Okay. Simple, very first thing what we can do, we can apply the for loops, right? And after applying for loops,
Yes.
we can get all the character at one single characters. With that character, we can apply the any counts. Okay. So let's try this program now. Very first thing we know, take a string and apply the for loops, and then all the logic will be within the for loops. So I'll save these programs as with our document folders. Um, char count, char cnt. Okay, let me take one of the string like a b b c c d d d d. This is strings. So very first thing, what should I do? I'll go here and apply the for loop for I or anything for ch in s. That means all the character from the given string. Okay. Now there is a function called count. Count is a function which count the every characters. Otherwise, if I just print here like ch, so it will print all the characters. We just don't want to print the character. We want also count the characters. So if you want to count, so we need to check this character within this given string. Which character you want to count in this given string? So for that, there is a function called, suppose I want to count this character. So let me add some comma, like formatting I'm doing, colon. See, yeah, there is single function. We want to count from the given string. S dot count is a function name. What you want to count? We want to count the characters. This means we want all the character in the given string. And why we are using a for loop? Because one character at a time it comes, and whenever you're having that similar character, it will print the count of that characters. It's simple programs. I will add a title over here. Count, count, count each character, cha characters. If I run this programs, you can have, we're getting proper. See, A time two times, A comes two times, B is a two, and D is what? Three times. Okay. It is repeating again and again because we are using printing things in the for loop itself. So this is a function s dot count of ch, which will give the exact counts. If I'm not using a for loops, then what will happen? We'll not get the every single character, entire string as a consider as a things. Okay. Just check without for loop what happened. Then you can understand the logic why we need a for loops. Suppose I'm ch is equal to I'm taking now a. So this means what? I want to count the characters count of a only. I just comment out this for loops. Now see what output will I get. So it will count this character in the given string. So a occur two times. If I make d, then the count of d will be a 3. But just because of you want to count each character, so that's why using for loop, so that it will count all the character at one stroke. Correct? So we're making a use of built-in functions that is count from the given characters. Perfect. You got it? Count each character from the given string. Count string from one character at a time. So that's why it's a count of ch. Perfect. Now the second program, I will expect that you should tell me the logics. What should I do? Okay, assume that similar string I have here, and I will tell you the logic of my program is remove the duplicate characters. Remove duplicate characters. How should I remove the duplicate characters? What logic comes in your minds? That's how is that possible to remove the duplicate characters? Means what? This is an input, then output should be what? Like A,
A,
B,
B,
C, D.
C.
Means whichever the character is repeated that we want to remove. Then how we can apply the logics then? What we should do?
So, could we use it with the function?
Yeah, we can use the function. No worries. That
We
is
can
possible.
use for.
The for loop is a way that we can firstly access all the characters. And then the question is that how we can check whether it is repeated or not. Okay. Non-repeat CHR. Program to find remove duplicate characters. Duplicate. Duplicate characters.
So, we
For
can write
yeah, any
if there
logic we
is.
can apply. A, B, B,
The
C, C.
character.
Yes, now tell me like how we can do. So this is step by step we can go. Very first thing we'll apply the for loops. That's needed because every character we want.
Yes.
So let me take a CH is a good keyword in S.
NS.
So that means it will print all the characters. So in the for loop, we want to apply in such a logic so that whichever the character is repeating, that should be get eliminated. And how is that possible?
So, the way I have thought, like it,
Mhm.
I think it's trendy, but we can write if we can write all the characters, then Like we can write all the alphabets, then we can write if it's repeated one more than one time.
Okay, means, but that very lengthy way, no? We should go for the A to
Yes.
Z characters, right?
Yes.
Then that is also works. Actually, we have to take like A to Z's, and we'll compare any character with that particular and with its presence. Then we can print.
Yes, if it's more
You
than one
see, the
time.
sim you are very close to the logics. See, what you are trying to do, you are trying to take the A to Z characters and then we try to compare. But actually, if you see the logics, what we want to check the repeated characters, right? The same
Yes.
logic also you can apply with this bunch of string because we want to check this character from this string only. If it is repeated, just remove that. Or instead of removing, it is already available secondary times. So we can remove that.
So
Yes.
I didn't understand for CH in S. What is CH in that?
See, CH is any variable, okay? Not exactly the CH. For loop syntax is there, like for character for printing all the string, we can take any variable here for A or for input, any variables. Okay. In S means all the
Yes.
characters from the given S. So this will print all the character from these variables. Okay. It's a syntax for the for loop, na, for accessing all the characters from the string. If you want to apply some like you can take any variable. Generally, we take the I for I in S. And if there is no S, then what we are doing? Range. For I in range 1 to 10, like this. So this is a variable where we want to store all the characters.
Sir, we can also create an empty string.
Yeah, so that is suppose let me take one is a result where I storing some empty string here, firstly. Okay. Now within this string, I want to store such a character which is not repeated. See, one logic I have like told you, if you see that, let me show you something. I've told you the two things. One is a in and second is not in. Have you remember that we have taken that program as well?
Yes.
Okay. So if you see in I, we're getting all the characters and in result, there is no characters. See what logic I'm trying to apply. So we'll check if I is not in the
Mm,
empty
result.
characters, then add that characters. Not in. It is already in, skip it. Okay. What I'm doing. See, you already got it this CH mean what? It's just a variable.
Yes.
Okay. For its character means a CS we are taking. You can take X, you can take Y, A, B, C, D, anything. Just you're taking C. So now what I apply the logic if this character not in where res,
Result.
if the given character is not present in the like variable that we are defining, then only we can print characters. Okay, if it is a present, then it will not come into the loop. Okay, let's check. We'll come to know that what we are trying to do. Ooh, we're printing entirely string as it is, right? For ch in s, all the character. If ch not in result, okay, we have to print res, not ch. No. It's not possible. Actually, we have to, whichever the string is not in, so we have to concat with the empty string first. So result plus is equal to, you have to apply that res within that character. You have to store this. You can do either like this, or this is also possible, res plus ch. So whichever the character is not in, or whichever the in, we just need to concat with the resource variable like res variables. So this means what happens whenever we have to check the characters, it is not in res, then concat with the given string. It is already in, then don't concat. Then after that, we'll go here and we can print the simple logic. One seconds. Which character we are in? Res. Let's check it first whether it is working or not. See, yeah, it's working. Okay. Now try to apply like things like what we have done here. Simple. So your program is to be find the non-repeated characters. So we have taken this is the original string and this is the empty string. For ch in s means we can get all the character from the, hello, hello, hello.
Yes.
Yeah, just my battery is down. 1 second. Just me apply. Screen is visible. Let me share the screen 1 second. Fine. So where we are, so we are this logic we are trying to understand. See what we are doing. This is the original string. This is an empty string. For CSNS means all the character from the given string. So initially, if you go there, it will print the first character as a, right? Then this will check if CH not in RES. So that means it will check whether A is available in the RES or not. So in the RES, there is nothing initially. So A is not in RES. So that's why we are concat that RES with a given character. So we have here A as an output. In the second iteration, we are getting again A, but it will check if CH not in RES, but A is already in RES. So it will not go into the if conditions. Then we'll go for the second iteration. The B is not in RES. Yes, the B is not in RES. RES contain only A. So now it will concat with the B. So we'll get output as an AB. So like this, it will keep on checking. If it is not in the string, then only add. So automatically it is already available in the string. So it's not going to add that string with the empty string. So this is logic we can use to remove the duplicate characters. Okay, you got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you understand, just I will make one simple change and you have to answer that. So that will be clear whether you understood or not. Now, let me copy the entire programs, comment out these programs. Okay. Now, what should I ask? Just remember. Now, the program is, see yeah, what I'm doing. Now I want to print only duplicate characters. Whichever the string is repeating, that character only I want to print. Now tell me to which logic and which line or which code should I change? The first program is remove the duplicates. Whichever the character is repeating, that we are removing. But the second programs, I want to print only those characters which are repeating. Means expected
So
output should be B and C only. Yes.
instead of writing not in, we can write in.
Yeah. Perfect. Let's check now whether it will work or not. If I run these programs, oh, it's not printing anything. Let me check.
And
If CH in RES, no, right?
yes,
Yes.
No outputs. We want duplicate character, print duplicate character. If CH in S, that means
So,
you are getting.
after S, there's a colon. Oh, okay, okay, that should be.
See, that is already added, no, right? Every
Yes.
program is already set. Okay, let us check step by steps. Let me print all the character whether we are accessing or not. CH. Okay. We are having all the characters. Perfect. If the CS in RES. Okay. If the CH in RES. So if it is CH is available in the RES. Yeah, see, this is what the problem now. What happened? Why we're getting blank? If you think about this, it will check if CH in RES. Suppose initially we are having A as output. Perfect. If A is there, then initially we are having A printed here. It will check if A in RES. There is nothing in RES. So it will not enter into this.
yes, sir.
Got it? So this logic will not works. So instead of this, what we can do, simply, let's just think what should we do now? How should we can apply the logics? We have three different mindset. Now the problem you understood what happens? Initially for checking it needs something, na? Then how we can actually directly compare whether CH in RES? In the CS there is nothing. Only the blank thing only get added. So if instead of CS, so can you directly check within S here? But this time all the characters is available in the A. Okay, let's check now. It printing all the characters. Okay, no worries. Now, just how logic we can apply so that it will print the repeated character only. Can I get the length of the CH? We need to do something like this so that we can get the count of that characters. And if the count is greater than 1, then we can add that logic. But how should we compare the particular string? Just think Yes. Which logic should we apply?
So we can in res is equals to res plus ch.
That we are done, no?
No, but
Rs is equal to Rs plus this. See, it's simple fundamentals. I just I'll remove all the things. I just keep the print parts. See, what we want to print? We want to print the characters, which is uh, appearing twice. Simply what we can do here. If CS in S means all the character we can get, we can just simply check if you see the last program logics, you come to know here which program you have done. We have founded now the repeated characters. See, the character count. What we are doing here, we are counting each characters. Perfect. The same thing we need to do here. Whichever the character, we are getting the count. Na? If the count is greater than one, only print that characters. It's simple. See, here what we can do, if CH in S, here we can check if S dot count, count. What count? The character count. If it is greater than 1, means it repeating. Then only print this characters. A simple part. You got it? But we are having twice BBCC. Yeah, perfect. Only these are the character now which is repeating. And that's absolutely correct. You want to print duplicate characters. Got it? We want to print in same line, so we know the logic that end is equal to this empty string. So BBCC, these are the string which is repeating. Correct? These are the only string which is get repeating. Na?
Yes, sir.
See, if you think directly like how to solve this program, it will be very complex. But Sarah, if you practice such a programs, so that will help us to solve any bigger logical programs. It is simple. We just check the count. If it's greater than 1, then just print. And can we apply the logic like this? If the character count is equal to 1, then suppose I do the equal to 1. What we can do here? Sorry, double equal to, not equal to. What output you are getting? So we have developed two program here. The first program is print duplicate characters. Okay. Here this program is remove duplicate characters. This program is to print duplicate characters. And now the third programs we want that. So let's go with the previous logic. Greater than means what? Whichever the character is comes for the twice. So that is duplicate characters. Okay. And I want to print non-duplicate characters. I mean those characters which will not get duplicate here. So for that we are getting whichever the character have a count only one, that character only I want to print. So that's why I'm taking s dot count of character is equal to 1. So that means that character occur only once in the given string. Perfect. Are you getting what we are trying to do here?
Yes, sir.
So suppose if I remove the B also at only once, we can get the output as a B, C, D. Because these are the non-repeated characters from the given string. Okay. So the string programs is very helpful to solve the programs of logical programs. Okay. So that's why practicing things is very important. How we can solve the programs. Now, any variation we can do with this thing? Can we do any variation? Now, what kind of variation we can check with the string? Almost we most of the problem we have done. Okay, now let me like one apply logic. You understood this both the programs,
Yes.
duplicate characters, and exactly one counts. Now I will, but I will not tell you the logic. You have to apply and you have to think. Now my question is, you have to print the characters which occurs maximum times in a given string. What's my program? See, firstly understand the programs, what I'm trying to do. Your half of the logic is already there. Print characters. Print character char with max count means which character is coming maximum time here? Which one?
C.
C. So now tell me, how should I print that? Already the 80% logic is there.
We have to create an empty variable.
Perfect, huh?
We have to count the
Every character count we
uh,
must have,
then
and that we should compare with the character counts, right? Whichever the character count is having the maximums, so that will be considered as our maximum occurrence of the characters, right? So see, this will the program. See, simply if I do here like 3, what will happen? Will print get only C. And that is a character only what occurring maximum times. But here we can see the string. That's why I'm telling a 3. But how should I go with exactly 3? Right? How you can automatically count each character and compare the all the character. So simple funda is there. We can use one some maximum character and the max count. MXCHR I will take as an empty initially. And then MX count I'll take with an initial 0.
0.
So what should I want to do? I want to just check the all the character which must be greater than MXCNT. This means what? Character count must be greater than 0. So obviously the MX count is 0 and this character count is obviously 1. Okay. But whenever we having this count, so I will increase this count with s dot counter of characters. See, it will just check the max count and the character counts, and it will apply this count will be increased by here only. If the same character is comes, it will increase the count of that max characters, and it will check previous character with these characters, and whichever having a max count, that is will be your max characters. I'll tell you the logic. Firstly, let me check that whether it is perfectly print or not. So I will check print mxchr. Yeah, mxchr, not chr. Chr. Here also mxchr. Is printing correct? Okay. Now check the logic what I'm doing. Initially the mxchr is empty, so it is an empty only. Perfect. Here is a count is also 0. It will a 0 only. So for ch in s means all the character from the given string. So ch will be here now at initially a. So this expression how it works, the count of ch. Now the count of ch means the count of a. So it is become 1. If 1 is a greater than max count, which is initially a 0. Up to here, okay?
Yes, sir.
Single character max count. Now what we are doing, the max count is equal to s dot character of counts. Means what we are doing, whichever the maximum count, which is initially a 0, means this in this variable we are applying the s dot character of counts. So what it is s dot character count? 1, right? And then the mxchr is equal to ch. Now initially the max character of ch is considered as an a, because that is only the max, and then initially the a will be the highest count. Then the second iterations count of ch with variable what? The b, right? Which is a 1, which is a 1, right? It is not repeating. So it will check whether the s dot count of ch is greater than max of cnt. The max of cnt is 1. So it will not increase the count of this, because 1 did not enter into this. So now the ch, you getting this first iteration, this is 1 and 1 is a greater than 1. So that's why initially it is 1 only. So 1 is a greater than 0, that's why increasing, and now mx count is a 1. The second iteration it will count 1. So 1 is a greater than 1, no, it will stay here. In the third iteration we are having as a c. Now the c count will be become 1. 1 is a greater than 1, no, right? It will go iteration here, comes it here. Now the ch of character count, c occurs 2 times. Now this will become second iteration as a 2. Now 2 is greater than 1. Yes. Now the max will apply 2 as a 2 years. And then which character is having a count as a 2? So that is nothing but c is a character which is having max 2. Again third iteration it will become third time c. So the s dot character of ch, which is repeated, is a 3. In the third iteration, it will check 3 greater than 2. Yes. So this max CNT now become 3. And which is available at third count? That is C only. And third iteration, it will check D. The D count will be 1. And the 1 is not greater than 3. Sorry, 2. Initially, it will become now 3 now, like 1, 2, 3. So like that, this logic will work. It will check the count of the particular characters. Initially, it is 0, so we can get through. Second time, it will become 1. So this character count is also 1. But this is a count is a 3. And that's why it's giving counting again. And whichever the character is having greater than counts, that character only are printing. So like this, it will work. Suppose if I apply the D as a 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we will get the output as D because D is repeated for the maximum times. Okay. So like this, we can get the characters which is occurring maximum times. Okay. This program look tricky, but we should spend the time on the string. So it will work properly. Okay. I will share this program with you. Try to apply the logics and the things. Okay, I will give you the one task. Now you have to think how should you can do. I'm not going to tell you the logic. Okay. What is your task? You have to print the second highest repeated characters. What is the programs? Print the second
Second highest.
repeated characters. Do any kind of logical operations. You have to just compare the max count within previous count. It is a greater or slightly lesser than this. Then that is second highest. So just try to apply, do many variation as you want, and just try to answer that questions. Okay, fine. So these are the many string program we have done. That is more than enough. So any logical if you want to apply, we can use a for loop, if else condition, count function, length functions, so much of things, and more than 10 program we have done, and that will very help also to the logical program. Okay, so rest part we'll see tomorrow. We'll start some new concept by tomorrow. We'll now do the logical program on if else, for loop, while loops. Okay, so that all the program should be done. Fine.